Well, now we have an actual stain on the presidency, a scar on the presidency of Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. And Fox News is going to tell us about it. You know, they brought up all these different things. They told us that woke was the biggest threat and Biden was going to shove it down our throat. They warned us that we're now in a communist country. They've been doing good reporting. But now they broke a real story, a real groundbreaker. Biden wore some shoes that they didn't like.
You know, Dagan, when it comes to picking on footwear and all that, I mean, I do kind of just give a yawn to all of it. We often change our footwear. I've broken my ankle in the last 3 years. Yeah, things change. But, you know, when you look at him juxtaposed with some of those he would run against, like Donald Trump, they're not that far off in age. Mm-hmm. Joe Manchin, not that far off in age with the president who's an octogenarian. But what?
Well, I made a joke last night on Hannity. Those shoes, my father will be 87 in a week. And to a man of that generation, wearing those shoes, particularly as commander-in-chief in public, when you're going on, this is formal business, that's the equivalent of wearing your bedroom slippers outside. That's like wearing a Speedo and flip-flops to a funeral. So these elitist snobs in the White House are blithely lying.
Elitist snobs? You're complaining about his footwear. What? And did you see them? They weren't flip-flops. They were still closed-toed. They just looked like comfier shoes. And a bunch of the photographs they were showing was from when he was traveling, which that makes sense. It gets even more ridiculous.
To the American people over and over again because they think we're stupid, and we're not. We've cared for elderly parents and relatives, and we can look at this man and see what's going on. We know dementia, we know age, we know Alzheimer's when we see it. And we look at Joe Biden and think we would not let him drive our car in an empty church parking lot. We know what's happening with him. It's sad, but
I am really happy that I am not in that person's family and older than her. Because if I were in her family and older than her, I would be really young when she starts trying to take away my keys. Because you can make your statements about Biden and his age and all that, but everyone should recognize, separate from him being president for his age, he's perfectly great. He's perfectly sharp. He could drive a car. He probably hasn't in a really long time because of his job, but he totally could. That's wild. Now, being able to effectively deliver speeches in front of the entire world is a different thing, and that I think you can have a fair conversation about. But when you watch that, their point about his age, which he's not, I don't know his health situation, but from the reports that get made public, he's doing fine health-wise, and no, he's not dementia-ridden and all that. He just has gotten less effective at communicating effectively. But that point is instantly delegitimized what they're trying to say about him having all those issues because of the segment that it's in, saying, I have serious concerns about the capability, the ability to follow through on the job that he's doing when it comes to President Joe Biden. Instantly smush, and no one cares about what you're saying if they're reasonable. When you're saying that alongside complaining about his shoes and saying wearing tennis shoes, comfortable looking shoes while wearing a suit is the equivalent of wearing a Speedo and flip-flops to a funeral. Oh, okay, so you're not serious, so I don't have to listen to anything you have to say. Because the real conversation is clearly, if you watch extended recordings of Biden and extended videos, he is definitely less effective at communicating, 100%, some cringy moments, gaffes, all of that, but he understands the issues. Again, look at more than a 6-second clip. He obviously understands what he's talking about and isn't just as sharp at delivering that as he has been in the past. And so to look at that and then concoct the narrative they concoct is absurd, especially when you're doing it alongside that segment. Now, this is what the right wing's up to, just by the way. This was Ben Shapiro, I think it was over the weekend, burning Barbies because the new movie's woke or something.
What the Run.
I don't know. I don't know why they do this. The culture war. Why did I say that? I know exactly why. Let me tell you. Next bullet point. Here's exactly why. Because they don't have a popular policy platform. That's why. They're pushing for politicians, leaders, and ideologies that on their face, not popular. Hey, let's cut taxes for wealthy people and not actually spend any money to address issues that face your life. Vote for us. No, instead it has to be the culture wars. It has to be the distractions. That's why. But I don't know why they're okay doing that, I guess would be a better question. I don't know how they sleep at night, spending every day trying to distract the masses from the fact that the politicians they advocate for are failing them time and time again. That's what I don't get. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before all the clips are able to be uploaded to the YouTube channel, plus get the bonus show on the weekends, you can do so by going to lukebeasleyshow.com/membership. That's lukebeasleyshow.com/membership, and there's a link in the description.